Hey guys, welcome. Can y'all hear me okay? Can somebody give me a thumbs up if you can hear me? Perfect. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, I see comments in the chat. Thank you. Welcome to our opportunity call, you guys. I'm gonna take a minute and introduce myself for those of you guys who don't know me. My name is Julie Glass. I'm a wife, I'm a mom. I live in North Georgia, and I'm a full-time brand partner with the Happy Co. And I'm here to lead this call tonight. If you're on this call, you're probably one of two people. You're already a brand partner with us in this amazing community, or somebody has invited you to this call to take a look at the business opportunity here. So if you've been invited to this call, welcome. We're super excited that you're here. Can't wait to kind of give you some insight into who we are, what we do, and what we're all about. We've got somebody who can't hear. Hopefully you can get that audio working. So our purpose tonight, you guys, is really simple. We hope to have you out of here at less than 30 minutes. We're going to respect your time. We kind of just want to give you a rundown of who we are, what we're all about, and hopefully leaving this call knowing if this is a good opportunity for you or not. So I'll give you a little bit of backstory on me. I got involved in this industry a little over 3 years ago. I was a full-time person in corporate America. My husband was a police officer working night shift. We were happy. We were making ends meet financially. On paper, everything looked great, but we were literally like two ships passing in the night. Like, we never saw each other. Our marriage was super stressed because of that. We have a now 14-year-old boy who has been involved in multiple sports at a time, and I always stayed really stressed trying to balance, a typical 8 to 5 corporate job with a commute, with a husband that worked night shift, and my son's sports and activities and school things. And I always just felt like I was on this hamster wheel. Anybody ever felt like that with a job? It's like you just can't get off the hamster wheel. So financially, I was looking for an opportunity that could bring a little bit of additional income into my household. A couple extra $100 a month is all I wanted to kind of lessen the load that we were carrying. And maybe it would eventually allow me to move from a full-time status to a part-time status in the corporate world. That's kind of my intention. And then I got involved and really saw the potential, got around what I call like-minded people who kind of had a bigger vision. They taught me all the things, right? And I was like a sponge soaking it all up. And instead of moving from a full-time position to maybe a part-time position or lessening the load financially, I was able to retire from that corporate job. I now work full-time from home, from my home office, from my phone, from my son's sporting events, from the car, wherever I'm at. It has been the biggest blessing. And my journey started very similar to yours. If you're sitting here as a guest on this call, I attended a call just like this, jumped on a Zoom, had no clue what this was about, did not think I could do it, had all the self-limiting beliefs anybody could have. And at the end of the call, I just said, what if I could do it? What if I could be like those girls that were talking on that call? What if this is, God opening a door for me? So I just really encourage you, as you're listening tonight, you're going to hear from two amazing speakers who are going to share their stories as well. Just be open to it. Just be open. Somebody invited you to this call for a reason. And so we're super excited that you're on. So if you don't know by now, we are the Happy Co. And our mission, you guys, is that we think everybody deserves to be happy. And we do that in 3 ways. 1, with our products, 2, with our business opportunity, and 3, with our amazing community. So our products, if you don't know about our product line, we have many different products. They help with mood. We literally have a product that helps you feel happier. Which is greatly needed in today's society full of stress. So we have products that help with mood, energy, sleep, appetite control, weight loss. When I came on board here, the 2 things I was looking for was energy and weight loss. Since then, I have fallen in love with all the products, but those were the two things I was looking for. The second way, our business opportunity, you guys, we share these products. We are a product of the product. As brand partners, most of us started out, not all of us, most of us started out trying the products at first, falling in love, seeing a benefit that they're offering us. And then we just tell people about them. It's really as simple as that. We share our experiences. We share how we feel. We share what we're using. And that is really the business side of it. It's super, super simple. And then 3, our community. We have an amazing community full of both women and men. And it's really like a family. We support one another. We encourage one another. We cheer each other on. You are truly never alone on this journey. So it's amazing that you can be an independent business owner. You can work for yourself. You can set your own hours, do your own tasks, whatever it is that you want to do for your independent business, but you're not alone. So it's literally the best of both worlds. You're in a team environment. You're going to have uplines, downlines, sidelines. It's really a family. We work together, but we have fun together too. We play together. You may have people near you, and they may do little events in your area. We have trips, incentive trips, conferences, conventions, all kinds of fun things that we do together as a community. So I knew coming into this that I needed products, and I knew that I needed income, right? Those are the two things. The thing that I didn't know I needed was the community. And that's been such a blessing to me. It's like the one thing I didn't realize I needed until I had it and realized what an impact it was making on me. So speaking of amazing community, this is a great segue to introduce to you one of my team members. She's incredible, and she's going to share a little bit about her journey. Julie Ginn, could you go ahead and unmute?
Can you hear me?
We can.
All right. Thank you for that awesome introduction. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Julie Ginn. I am a 39-year-old mama of 2 boys and wife to an amazing man. I got involved in this. My story is you kind of can't even believe it. I had actually just purchased over $1,000 worth of products with another company, and I met Julie and Jennifer. And 2 days after making a purchase of $1,000 worth of product with another company, I resigned, gave my product away that I just spent $1,000 on, and joined with Julie and Jennifer in this amazing company that we have here. The Happy Co has absolutely 100% changed my life for the better. The people involved in it have made my life complete. There was a missing piece, and I kind of found it here. I was the girl in high school who was always very shy. I didn't make friends easy. I didn't like girls. For the most part, I still don't like girls because I'm so shy and timid that people kind of take me as standoffish, and then I get, they don't want to have a conversation with me. But these guys here have gotten me to really open up and be myself. I have a full-time job. I work at my town hall. I've been there for 20 years. I started there right out of high school. It's the only thing I've ever known. It's the only thing I've ever done. And I just knew I wanted more. There was a ceiling there that I couldn't get past. And I knew that my goals and my dreams were above that ceiling. So I had to find something else that was going to get me there. I live in Maine. I live in a town of 1,100 people. We don't have a stoplight. We barely have street lights to light the sides of the roads. So when we're talking small, I come from a really small place. But through social marketing, social networking, I've been able to build a business. Over 500 customers have come to me. That's half my town, and they're not from my town. Do you think you could go out into your streets and get half of your town to purchase product from you? I'm going to tell you they ain't going to do it. But through this opportunity, we meet people that we never in a million years would meet. We form friendships with those people. We bond with those people. We make real deal connections with these people. And then you have customers. I have almost 50 teammates underneath me. That's crazy to me. And these girls are my best friends. Girls I never would have dreamed in a million years I would be friends with. We just came back from retreat. One of the best times of my entire life. I just flew from Maine to Georgia. Maine to Georgia to meet people that some of them I'd never laid eyes on before other than through a Zoom. And there's an instant connection. I wouldn't get that from staying inside my small little box inside my small little town. I had to step outside that box. My husband, he is just starting in the lobster business. This right here has helped us buy a boat. I'm not talking a little, lake boat. I'm talking a 40-foot lobster boat. Those things don't come cheap. If it wasn't for this opportunity, we would never have been able to get set up so that we could start out this way. We would be scraping and scrapping to get that together. This has also given me the opportunity, and this is like the first time I've publicly said this, to actually schedule my retirement. And I am retiring from my job at the end of next year. 20 years is a long time, and actually it's too long. So I stayed and I stayed and I stayed, but I don't have that love anymore because my love transferred to something else, and this is it. I started here because I liked the coffee. That's what got me. I liked the coffee. For 4 months, I sat on my hands and I didn't do anything because I was afraid of what people were going to think. I was afraid to be that girl. Well, let me tell you, that girl pays some major bills. So I came out of my shell and I started sharing. And in 4 months, I ran to a platinum rank. That's the top 1% of the company. In 4 months, I ran to the top 1% of the company in a town of 1,100 people on the coast of Down East Maine. Now, if I can do that, you can do anything. Let me tell you, you can absolutely do anything you put your mind to. It's crazy the amount of support. We have training. We have our own training. We support each other. It's not, oh, I found out this great thing, but I'm going to keep it to myself. No, I found this great thing, and now I'm going to tell you about this great thing to help you in your business. We're not that type of secret sorority that, you're only going to get to the top if you make it to the top. Nope. Somebody's going to get there and they're going to come back down and they're going to put their hand out and they're going to bring you up with them. You're not on your own. You are never alone. I think Julie said that. You are never alone here. We have such a tight group. It's a fantastic environment, a feeling. I just never thought that I would have this, and $1,000 worth of products in a wrong company and an opportunity to have a cup of coffee with somebody. And that's actually, that's all it took, was a cup of coffee and a conversation. And I hope you're not having coffee at 9 o'clock at night unless you really have something else to do. But I hope we can have the conversation now, and maybe you can have your coffee in the morning. And, if you need one of us, if you don't know me, you can feel free to reach out to me if you have any questions whatsoever. I'm more than happy to have a cup of coffee and a conversation with you. So.
Thank you, Julie. You caught me off guard announcing your retirement. I totally wasn't expecting that. Congratulations.
It's on the board. It's written down. It's real.
That is awesome. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Okay. Next up, you guys, Lindsey Marshall. Lindsey, can you unmute? I can try to unmute you. There you go.
Perfect. Can you guys hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Hello, everybody. So first and foremost, I am so glad to have the opportunity to be here with all of you guys tonight. This is such a great community to come together to be able to do this. So my name is Lindsey. I actually am pretty new to this. So I joined Happy Co. I have not even hit my 4-month mark yet. September 27th will be 4 months for me. I am a mother to a 15-year-old teenager girl who is involved in all of the things. And my husband and I own our own pressure washing company. And so I'll be really honest, I was always supporting my husband's dreams. I worked in corporate America. I worked through COVID in the medical field. I actually ran and managed 2 primary care physician offices that were really becoming toxic for me. It was, I'm sure a huge portion of it was COVID. I'm sure a lot of y'all can relate to that. And just the way of the world right now is kind of crazy. But it was exhausting. I was working the hardest I'd ever worked in my life. And my daughter is a sophomore in high school. And I really found myself in this very toxic place mentally, emotionally, and I was never having time to be a part of all of the things that my daughter is doing. And to be with my family. I would come home. Some days I would work over 12 hours. I'd get home at 9 o'clock at night, and I worked in South Carolina and I live in Georgia. And so for me, it was, sorry, babe, I'll try to be there next time, you know, and my daughter is my only child. And so I told my husband, I said, once, you know, our other business is where we want it, I've really got to focus on something for myself. I had looked at doing like medical coding, stuff like that, because I'll be honest, guys. So I have done social marketing before with other companies, and I swore to myself, I would never do this again. I had been in a place where it had kind of put a bad taste in my mouth, and it wasn't doing anything for me anymore. And I just never found another company that I had that connection with. I have a lot of friends from high school that are part of Happy Co. And so I literally for 2 years sat and watched all of my girlfriends and guy friends rocking and rolling, doing this. I love the products. And then I finally asked myself, why? Lindsey, why are you not doing this? What do you have to lose? If you do this a year from now, where will you be? But if you don't do this, where will you be a year from now? Because obviously I would be in the same place and unhappy and miserable with a job. So it literally was nothing that I ever expected or saw coming to my plate at all. But when it did, I will never forget having a conversation with Dana Bennett. And I told her I joined on my dad's birthday. And I told Dana, I was like, I just want to do this full time. Like, I'm so excited to get started because I knew how great these products made me feel. I had the energy, I had the focus to be able to do things and multitask. And literally, I'm not joking, the same day, I'd already turned in my notice. The same day my director came up and said, Lindsey, you can go ahead and go. You can leave at noon. And of course I was like, wait, what? You know, and like I said, there was some toxic things going on. And so it was really a blessing, but I did have that moment to where I'm like, okay, I'm the breadwinner. Oh my gosh, what am I going to do? I started panicking. Like I just was not sure. And when I tell you, you know, I had my moment, I cried, I was upset. I felt like a chapter obviously was closing in my life, but man, I had no clue what was coming at all. So I said, okay, I'm going to do this. And I locked arms with all of these amazing men and women. And that has been the biggest thing for me. I have so many relationships within this company that have changed my life. And just like Julie Ginn was saying, you know, a lot of people I may not have met in person. A lot of people, you know, I have met face to face or went to school with. But regardless of where I'm at or who I'm talking to, there's always someone there to pull me up, to love on me, to show me the things. We give you the tools because we want to see you succeed. And, you know, it's like I said, I swore myself I would never do this again. And I'm glad that I did not listen to myself because I have never in my life, guys, I have never seen a company pour into people as much as this company does. They love us. They want us to be successful. They want us to grow. for ourselves, for our families. And I have something I can leave my daughter. Like I can leave my daughter my business, you know, and I'm building an empire for her. And she told me the other day, Mom, I watch everything you do. I want to be like you. And my daughter is 15 and wants to do this so bad that she's like my biggest cheerleader, without a doubt. So if y'all have any questions, you're more than happy to reach out to me just to chat, just to talk and see where things are at. Fears you may have, or, exciting things you may be feeling. So I encourage everybody to do that. And I'm just so thankful to be a part of this.
Thank you, Lindsey.
Thank you.
That was awesome. I think it's trying to get you off the screen here. I'm not sure how to spotlight myself. Let's see what this does. I think it's always a huge compliment when your kids see what you're doing and they make comment. As I told you guys earlier, my son's 14. He's already told me he will never have a regular 8 to 5, 9 to 5 job. He will do exactly what he's seen me do the last couple of years. So that's always a huge compliment. Lindsey, you touched on something that's one of my absolute favorite things. And I say this all the time. If you do this, you guys, and it fails, if it doesn't work out for you, if it's not meant to be for you, what happens? Nothing, right? But if you do try this and it succeeds, you are successful with it, what happens? Well, the reality is what happens could absolutely change your life in ways that you can't even comprehend right now. So to wrap this up, you guys, we're going on 22 minutes. It's a $49 decision. It's not a huge investment, as Julie Ginn mentioned, that company that she joined and threw $1,000 on a credit card. Nothing like that. It's a $49 investment. We do have some optional packs that come with really great values of all the different products. There's one that's $250. There's one that's $500. Those are completely optional. They're not required. So if you're sitting here, you're listening, you've heard these stories, you're feeling that urge, you guys, I encourage you, just go ahead and get with the person that invited you on this call, jump in with us, help us grow this company. If you're feeling that urge, I'll tell you, scared, but something has to change. Thank for the stories. Yes, we all start out somewhere between scared and nervous. So that's normal how you're feeling. But learn as you earn. That's how all of us that spoke, we did not come into this knowing what to do, how to do it, or anything. But the reality is the systems are so simple and the systems are there. The tools are there. Like you said, like we told you guys, you're never going to be alone. So you don't have to come in knowing everything. You can absolutely start earning as you learn. And that's probably the easiest way to do it. So if you're sitting watching and you're thinking, this might just be the answer to my prayers, I promise you guys, just give it a chance. I think you'll be so impressed. So that's it for tonight. Best $49 spent. I agree, Brandy. Thank you, everybody, for joining. If you are going to be joining us at the Happy Co, we can't wait to welcome you. I hope you guys enjoyed the call and have a great evening. Bye.